Whoa!
Whoa! Hi everyone!
Hi guys!
Welcome back to our channel. Today we have got our newborn baby essentials, hits and misses for you guys. I loved watching these videos on YouTube when I was pregnant, just to give us an idea of things that we would have needed for Elijah as he was our firstborn. And I found these videos super helpful, so we wanted to do our baby essentials, hits and misses for you guys.
So we've split this video up in 4 categories, and the first category is going to be sleep. So when the baby goes to bed, it's really important to cover the hands. Now, why? Baby nails are quite sharp and they can scratch themselves while sleeping. So what we recommend is to buy sleepers with mitts. You can also buy the separate mitts, however we discovered that they would fall off during the night and then they would scratch themselves anyway. So sleepers, buy them with the mitts already on them.
Okay, also obviously very important is where the baby sleeps. We wanted to have a next to me crib, so we decided on the Snooze Pod. I'd heard a lot of great things about it and we absolutely loved the Snooze Pod. It attached really well to the bed, it was very secure. It has a zip on one side, you can unzip it once the flap comes down, so it's very easy to take the baby in and out of the Snooze Pod in the night or in the morning. You loved it too, Scratcher. Yeah, you can also rock it a little bit if the baby likes to be moved. We didn't really use that. And then also if your baby has reflux, there's an extra part you can put underneath the bottom which elevates one side, which is supposed to help with reflux. Elijah doesn't have reflux, so we never used it, but it's good to know that that option is there if you needed it. So we were super happy with the Snooze Pod. We bought the mattress also that goes with it, and yeah, it was a great purchase.
So the other thing we bought with the Snooze Pod was the Snooze Cloud. Now this for us didn't really work, however it is still a great thing to have because the Snooze Cloud has got multiple functions. It's got lights to kind of distract the baby or comfort the baby, and it's also got 4 musical options which for instance would imitate the mom's heartbeat or the blood flow. And there's also an option, I believe it's a lullaby.
Yeah, and white noise.
And white noise.
Yeah.
So for us it didn't work, but maybe it will for you.
Also, when it comes to what they sleep in, we would recommend the sleep sacks. We got the ones also from Snooze, and we got the 2.5 tog, which are the all year round sleep sacks, which have been great. Elijah was born in July, so these have done us all the way through July up until now is December, and it's definitely kept him nice and toasty. We did also buy some big swaddle blankets. These ones are from Aiden and Anais. They do beautiful swaddle blankets, muslin cloths, loads of gorgeous prints. We were gifted some and then we also bought some for ourselves. However, we very loosely, not loosely, but we tried to swaddle him once. It wasn't a great attempt, didn't really work. Oh dear. So we gave up on the swaddle idea pretty quickly, but they have come in use for other things like breastfeeding. I've used this in public to cover myself when I was breastfeeding in public. I've also used it as a blanket sometimes to cover Elijah, and also sometimes under his head, just to make sure it's soft under his head. Excuse me. These, although we didn't use them for swaddling, they did actually come in handy. And then also when it has been a little bit colder, probably sounds obvious, but we also bought some cable blankets for him, which we did use to make sure he stayed warm sometimes. There is a bit of controversy with blankets, having things in the baby bed because of the risk of SIDS. And our midwife put our minds at ease with that, and we just make sure that we tuck the sides under the mattress, whether we're using a blanket or a big swaddle blanket. We make sure we tuck it nice and tight under the mattress, and we've been happy to do that with Elijah and felt very safe doing so.
So now it's time for our second category, which is feeding. So we have bought a wonderful bottle warmer from Philips. It's the Avent bottle warmer, which actually served us really, really well. It is really simple to use. It will heat up your bottle within like 5 to 8 minutes. And yeah, it's just amazing. It's really quick, it's easy to store, and yeah.
Yeah, we've used it very often since Elijah was 2 weeks old. He started having a bottle of expressed breast milk from two weeks old. So we use this pretty much from the beginning, and we think it's a really good bottle warmer, and it wasn't too expensive, so.
And it's great to take with you when you're traveling.
So for any breastfeeding mamas out there, I would highly recommend the Hacker breast pump. These are silicone breast pumps, and this is all I used through my breastfeeding journey. Up until he was about 4 months, I think. So for the first 4 months, this is all I used, and I could personally express a good amount of milk with these. There were times when I doubted my milk supply, which mums out there, it's very normal to go through times, especially around 3 months, where you may doubt your milk supply. Just keep going. And this is all I used, and I was able to express enough milk for Elijah to have 1 bottle in the evening of breast milk. It got to the point where he was having about 160 mils, and I could get that from 1 pump out of both of these.
Also, it was really nice to know that the Hacker silicone breast pump comes in 2 different sizes. So if you've got quite a big milk supply, you can size up. So it comes in the size like 3 ounces, I believe, and 5 ounces.
Yeah, these are the 5 ounces. And you can also get the ones that have a little lid on. Because mamas out there, if you spill your breast milk, you're gonna cry. I cried a couple of times because I knocked over my breast milk and it didn't have the topper on. So you can get the topper to stop the milk from spilling out, and then this one also comes with a lid, which I don't have here. But I highly recommend getting the ones with the lid or the stopper.
So this is another really good item to have if you're gonna express milk, and if you wanna express a bit extra for later on. These are freezer bags, and you can put your milk in here, and the freezer bag has got like a lovely sort of like slide on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To secure the milk in.
Just to secure the milk, and then you can easily put them in your freezer, and yeah, it'll stay safe.
Yeah, and you can also have, there's a bit on it where you can write the date and how much milk is in there, just so you know. Obviously, breast milk can be stored for about 6 months in the freezer, so just so you know the dates on it, you can write it on there.
Great use.
So whether you're going to give your baby expressed breast milk or formula, very handy obviously is to have some baby bottles. We bought this pack here. This is the MAM Easy Start Anti-Colic set, and this was great. It comes with, I think, 6 bottles, 2 small ones, 4 big ones, 2 different size teats, so newborn, 0, and then the next size up, which is a 1. It comes with a handle, so when they start to grip. It's a really good set, again, not too expensive, and we have used all the bottles in here, so highly recommend this.
And with that, we also got this, which we got gifted by a friend, and it's a sterilizer. So you put a tiny bit of water in the bottom, you put your bottles,
dummies, the Hacker pumps
in it, screw the lid on top of it, put it in the microwave for
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, and done, sterilised. However, just to go back, because you reminded me, sorry, another good thing about the MAM bottles is that they are also self-sterilising, so you can actually just fill the bottom of an empty bottle with water, and it shows you how to do it, and then you can put that in the microwave for 3 minutes, I think, also, and then the bottles will also be sterilised. So either or, very good purchases. And the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to feeding is a feeding pillow. Oh, it's very big. Ooh. A feeding pillow. Now, this actual pillow for me was a miss. I actually didn't like it. It didn't fit around my tummy at all. When I first had Elijah, my belly was still too big, and even now it's just not great. I tried it on the front, I tried putting it on the side, and I just couldn't actually get on with this feeding pillow. However, in the hospital I used it was like a snake kind of feeding pillow that had like beans in it, you know?
Rice.
Yeah, like rice or something, like a beanbaggy kind of one, and that one was amazing. So if you're looking for a feeding pillow, don't get one like this. I don't recommend one like this. I really recommend the like long kind of beanbaggy ones, and then you can like put the beans where you need more support. So next time, if there's a baby number 2, I'll get that one.
So the third category, the useful things to keep the baby in through the day. So to start with is the baby nest. So this is actually great because of these like edges being filled with yeah, whatever, feathers or whatever. It makes the baby feel secure and safe, and it can't like roll away. Babies won't roll when they're really young, but you know what I mean.
We would just put this on the sofa, or we would put it on our dining table with Elijah in it, with his blanket, just in the day, because obviously they sleep a lot. So we use this a lot, and then it actually came to a point where we had him in the snooze pod, which also, do your research, make up your own mind. It worked for us. And we've used it so much. We would put him in this in bed with us just to chill in the morning, which was so nice. He's now just kind of outgrown it. His legs are like this in the bottom. So you can't really use it anymore, but for a good 4.5 months, we've used this consistently. And
then we kind of upgraded to this second pillow. This is like, I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, we found it. Why did we buy this? We wanted something for him.
This was for tummy time, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if he just didn't really like lying down anymore.
No, yeah, because that was the thing. Because obviously the baby nest is flat, and this pillow,
you can prop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can be a bit more propped up in it.
Yeah, and he's so he's more inclined, so he can kind of look more.
Yeah, and I found it on Amazon, and I saw some good reviews on it, and we actually used it a lot. When he didn't want to lie down, we would put this on the sofa.
Yeah.
And then it also has like a strap here. Sorry, babe.
No, that's all right.
It's got a strap on it that buckles, so they're secure in there, they can't fall out. And we actually use this a lot. We still use it now.
Yeah. And you can, because you heard me talking about tummy time, you can also use it for tummy time because it helps them kind of like look up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next item is our lovely baby Bjorn, the bouncy chair. This was definitely one of our best purchases.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
I highly, highly recommend.
Elijah loved it a lot. Like nowadays there are so many like wonderful bouncers, you know, electric ones. You press the button and they bounce or they swing, which is absolutely fantastic. However, we kind of wanted to, you know, keep the classic bouncy chair in this household. And this one actually bounces off him. So the more he moves, the more
he
this thing,
bounces.
yeah. So
like sometimes you look at him and he's literally like going wild in the bouncy chair.
But it's great. Plus, you can easily, should have said easily now.
Pressure.
Fold this thing up.
Yeah.
And put it in the car. Shove it in the back.
Yeah, put it to the side against the wall or whatever. Yeah.
So that's the bouncy chair.
And lastly in this category, I would bring up a Playmobil or a playmat, kind of like this one here. So it's got all the dangly things on it, and it's a really like soft playmat for him. He actually didn't like this for a good couple of months, did he? Yeah. This was gifted to us very kindly, and we chose this one because you know, it looks nice, it kind of went with our decor, and it is really good. Elijah couldn't reach the playthings for quite a long time, so he didn't really enjoy it for a while. He does now though. However, I would recommend going with one that's got more bright colours. I know, like before we had a baby, we were like, we don't want all those bright colours and, you know, it's ugly for the house and whatever, but it's better for the baby. They can kind of connect with it more. Yeah. It stimulates them more. So if you're going to get like a Playmobil kind of playmat, I recommend getting one that's got a bit more either black and white, some bright colours, yellows, reds.
It's kind of the more colours the better.
Yeah. But this one we like, but probably would recommend a different one.
Yeah. And fourth category, miscellaneous. This is kind of a mixed match of everything.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah, that we thought was really helpful, handy, great. So firstly, you can't have enough of these little cloths. Drooly cloths, because babies drool a lot.
Little bibs like this even.
Yeah, it's unreal. And you can also use these little drooly cloths as, you know, dry them after, you know, you've changed.
Nappy.
Yeah, after you've cleaned the nappies and stuff. But we mainly use these ones for, you know, when they're drooling.
To wipe up his saliva.
Yeah.
Which is coming out of him like a river at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So the next kind of random thing that we found useful, maybe not random, but was this nappy caddy. So I got this on Amazon, and obviously when Elijah was a newborn, we would move this between his nursery where we would change him. In the night we would move this into the bedroom. And so it's really handy just to have everything in there. So we would put nappies in here. We have always got on well with the Pampers nappies. So we would stock one side with the Pampers nappies. And then we would always put in a pack of wipes. We love the water wipes. Elijah's always got on well with these, and they're very good at cleaning up, you know, all the mess.
The reason as well why we use water wipes is they consist 99% of water, and there's no alcohol in it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes babies, yeah,
Oh.
you tell them. Because sometimes babies get rash, and then when you put alcohol in those like rashy wounds,
No.
So hence why we use water wipes. It's, you know,
We really like them.
skin friendly.
Yeah.
And it works.
And then we would also put in one of those little towels we just mentioned to dry his bottom after using the water wipes. You can also put some Sudocrem or nappy cream in here if your baby does have a little nappy rash. So yeah, we just found this really helpful to have everything in one place.
So also really handy to have is a thermometer. So every time you come from the doctor, the kids doctor, child doctor, and he gets his vaccines or his injections, yeah. They recommend you to kind of keep track of his temperature. So we got ourselves a really nice, it's from DM I believe.
Yeah, it's like a drugstore here.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's
and that's
nice,
just for him.
Yeah.
We obviously don't use that one. That one is just for Elijah.
Really good to have.
And then obviously a good thing to have as they're getting to like 2-3 months old, not when they're a brand new newborn, they're not interested, but it's some sensory toys. And this is Elijah's favourite. This is Mr. Stripes. You love Mr. Stripes, don't you? Not at the moment. At the moment he wants this. So Mr. Stripes, that was a gift. He loves Mr. Stripes. But then I got this off at Amazon. Again, really cost friendly. It wasn't expensive. And it has a monkey here, which you can squeeze. And then obviously the sound of this, it has some, like a teething ring. And then this side has some animals, and Elijah's really started to enjoy this, especially now, although he's nearly 5 months. But this was good just to distract him a little bit, and it has the mirror on that side as well. And then also around just before 3 months, I think, I started to give him this like circular rattle, because I just felt like it was good to for him to practice his grab reflex. And within a couple of days, he was brilliant at it. So I really recommend these. They're not too thick, so they can get their hand around it. And he then was able to grab this very, very quickly, wasn't he?
Yeah. So we in general kind of love to stimulate their motor skills. So, you know, also this one, Sophie the giraffe. He loves Sophie, so it's, I think, his second to favorite little toy.
Yeah.
He's also using this for teething.
Yeah, it's a great teething toy.
And yeah.
He loves to chew on the ear, literally like gnaws on it, like, don't you?
Yeah.
And it squeezes, which gets their attention. Squeezes, which gets his attention very quickly.
Yeah.
I forgot one other thing that I got, my sister got it as well, is a little black and white fold book. I'll just put it in the corner here somewhere for you to see. That again was really cheap, and the black and white was really good to stimulate him when he was really, really young actually. He's still young, but I mean like a few weeks old. It was good to get his attention. So that black and white book as well I would recommend. And lastly, one of the biggest purchases that you're gonna make is going to be your pram, which is actually a big decision.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
Only because we decided to go for a Jules pram. And so we went to the store, and there was like hundreds of prams, and we got to the Jules pram, and obviously you can have a little like test drive with the pram. And we kind of figured out, because it was like buying a car, you know, you kind of want to see the ins and outs, and
see how it feels
Yeah.
for you, like if it's a good height, if you like the distance you are away
Yeah.
from the baby.
Exactly, and also how practical it is. And we kind of noticed that the Jules wasn't really for us, so we went for an eye candy pram, which was,
I think it's the eye candy peach, I believe. And we got the, what's it called now? We got the Phantom Chrome. I think it's called Phantom Chrome. So it looks really sexy, I think. And then like a dark grey base. Obviously we'll film a clip of it here to show you. But we found this one really practical. I liked how the handle felt. You did too, right?
Yeah.
How the handle felt. There were lots of adjustments that you could make to it, whether you wanted the handle longer, shorter. There's a button you can press to move the bassinet up and down if you want to incline the bassinet a little bit. And the biggest selling point for us was that when you take the pram apart to bring it upstairs or to put it in the car, when you push down the base, it has a big strap in the basket that you can pick up the strap, it folds everything together, and then you can carry the base over your shoulder, so then you've got a hand free to carry the bassinet if you were on your own. Like, we always split it because we're together. But if you're like a mum, a single mum, or your partner works a lot, so you're gonna be on your own a lot, this one was really good because of this strap. I can't even tell you what difference that strap made. It was like the selling point for us.
Yeah, it was.
Which sounds a bit silly, a strap, but honestly, it is so handy to have that strap. Yeah, so I think that is all our baby essential hits and misses.
We hope that we have helped you guys to get some new inspiration.
Yeah, obviously every parent is different, every baby is different, so what works for us maybe won't work for you and something else might work for you, so just have a little shop around. This is just to give you some ideas.
And if there's anything you guys would like to share with us, please just send us a message.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments below anything that worked for you.
Or if you think we've missed out on certain things that you think, hey, this is also really cool or whatever. Just share. Sharing is caring, I always say.
Yeah. Whoa.
So we thank you guys for watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sharing is caring. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
And we will see you in the next one.